Welcome back to the International Flatwater Center for this game between Denmark and France, their open women's team. This is just the second game for both of these teams. Both of these teams have done well in their first game, both coming in with a win. As we start the first sprint, I should say, France on the attack right away. Or I should say Great Britain on the attack right away. My mistake. And Prudence Blythe with the first shot. It will go just wide right of the net. The first chance given to Great Britain. Now Denmark will have the ball underneath their own goal. Britain pressing right away, not giving Denmark any chance to get out of their own zone. Michelle Nielsen with the ball, trying to get out of her own zone. Great Britain really pressing on that Denmark offense. Nowhere to go for Denmark, and it will be a foul. Denmark will stay on possession. Foul committed there by Virginia Coils of Great Britain. Great Britain, like I said, this is their first or second game of the group stage. They convincingly beat Australia 17-0, and they get goal number 1 here. It was by number 2, Prudence Blythe for Great Britain. 1-0, just under a minute has been played on pitch number 1 between Denmark and Great Britain. Denmark lose possession. Great Britain another great steal on that play, and now they're going to go to number 3, Louise Saxon with the ball. Lots of room in front of her. And now going back to Blythe at the top, resetting and trying to get something going for goal number 2. Bethan Littlewood going to go behind her to Bethan Dean. Dean goes all the way out and will go to Prudence Blythe, who has time and space in front of her, options to her left and right. Blythe will take a shot, and that's going to go just up. You can see the disappointment on Blythe's face. Leaning back, she knew she should have had that. It could have been 2-0. It said it is just 1-0. Denmark now has the ball. Again, Great Britain with that press, not allowing Denmark to go anywhere. It's going to be Denmark ball after the deflection from Great Britain, out of bounds. Again, Great Britain has 4 of their 5 players onside the Denmark half. Really nowhere for them to go. Cecile Weinrich with the ball, and she will just have to throw it out of bounds. Nowhere for her to go. Great Britain, great defensive press by them. And they quickly have numbers and on the Danish side. Great save that time by Cecile Weinrich of Denmark. Great Britain will have the corner once again after the save by Weinrich. Littlewood with the ball. She will have a shot. Another save by Denmark. Virginia Coils. She has it on that near side. Another save by Denmark, and it's going to be another corner for Great Britain. Denmark came into this game with a 7-0 loss to France, the other team in this group. France, Denmark, Great Britain, and Australia. Like I said, Australia got throttled by Great Britain. 17-0 was the score in that one that was played yesterday. This is just the second game for both of these teams. It's now with Littlewood. Great Britain, a lot of pressure on these Danish defenders. All of the possession has been in this Danish zone. Denmark not even getting past half once yet. It's now with Virginia Coils. She's going to shoot just wide of the net. Still in bounds, and getting it is Louise Saxon. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. Saxon's going to go all the way back to Prudence Blythe. Blythe is going to go all the way cross pitch to number 5, Bethan Littlewood. Just a little bit behind her. She's going to have to back paddle and get the ball back in front of the net. Bethan Littlewood, she's going to go behind her. That is number 6, Virginia Coyles. And it will be a fantastic shot that time by Virginia Coyles, making it 3-0 for Great Britain. Denmark now in to the Great Britain half of the pitch. Opportunity there squandered by Great Britain. The great defense, and now a lead pass. It is number 7, Bethan Deed, right in front of the Danish defender. She has an open shot, and she will convert. Great Britain now gets their 3rd goal of the game, 3-0. 5.5 left to go in half number 1. Denmark ready to begin once again. It's now with Michelle Nielsen. Nielsen's going to take it up herself. She has options to her left and right. She goes to number 8, Signan Sørensen. Now with Weinreck. Deflected by Great Britain. Denmark being pressed again by Great Britain, trying to get that steal. It's going to be Great Britain ball after the foul by Weinreck. Another lead pass. Louise Saxon now all alone. She will finish that. Now it's 4-0 by the goal by Louise Saxon. 5 minutes left to go in half number 1. Denmark already down by a score of 4-0. Green card now ready to be shown to Denmark, and they are now ready to begin play once again. Nielsen with the ball. She has options to her left and right. Choose to take it herself into that Great Britain middle of the pitch, and she will retreat, go all the way back to Sørensen. Stolen by Great Britain, and now coming up is Virginia Coyles. She has nobody in front of her, and it looks like she will have a shot on her own. She goes to Louise Saxon just a little bit too far, and it will be Great Britain corner after deflection. Great save, that is, by Nielsen. Louise Saxon to Prudence Blythe. Amy Robson now joining the Great Britain attack. Deflected and out for a Great Britain corner. That shot taken by number 8, Josephine Beaver. Louise Saxon coming in to the Danish middle. She gets flipped and unable to get the shot off, and Denmark now have a chance to have an attack of their own. They have a 3-on-2, 4-on-2. And Great Britain quickly smothers them on the attack. It's going to be a shot, and it's going to go off the bottom of the bar. Great chance there by Cecile Weinreich for Denmark. And now Germany on the counterattack. Too many of those Danish players in front of the Great Britain net. And a long shot that time taken. It was number 2 for Great Britain, Prudence Blythe, putting her hand up, apologizing to her teammates, thinking, I made the wrong decision, just to the wide right of the net. 4-0 reads the scoreboard. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in half number 1. Once again, Great Britain pressing Denmark in their own end, making it very difficult for the Danes to get out. Great Britain has 4 players in that Danish part of the pitch. No room for Denmark, and Britain gets the steal. Now we'll be with Bethan Dean. She finds Beaver in the middle. She's going to go to Blythe, back to Beaver, just off the back of her kayak, and it will be back in Denmark possession. Denmark just has to throw it out of bounds. Great Britain will get the corner. Denmark just happened to get out of trouble as they were still having some of their kayaks come back and join the defense. It's now with Bethan Dean. She goes to Virginia Coyles. Coyles trying to find Beaver, cannot. And it's now back with Great Britain. Ball after the foul was committed by Denmark. Bethan Littlewood ready to take the free shot for Great Britain, who currently lead this game by a score of 4-0. They beat Australia 17-0 yesterday. Denmark, they fell to France by a score of 7-0, still looking for their first goal of this World Polo Canoe Championships. Great Britain retreats and are going to go all the way back with Virginia Coyles. Virginia Coyles finding number 5, Bethan Littlewood, on that left side. Littlewood, she finds Beaver in the middle. Beaver waits, goes to Blythe, and she will take the shot off the bottom of the goal, and it's going to be another Great Britain corner after it was deflected after it hit the bottom of the frame of the goal. Corner will be taken by Amy Beaver of Great Britain. 1 minute, 15 seconds left to go in half number 1. Great Britain lead Denmark by a score of 4-0. Here is Littlewood. Littlewood goes back to Blythe. Lots of space as she nears center pitch, waiting for her teammates to set up an attack. Now on the right side of the pitch, now with number 7, Bethan Dean to Beaver. Beaver trying to find Coyles in the middle, and now will be Denmark on the attack. The through ball just a bit to the right of Weinkrack, and she cannot quite get it. Now Great Britain with the ball once again is Prudence Blythe leading the attack for Great Britain. Blythe fakes the shot. She goes to Beaver. She takes the shot. Excuse me, that's Bethan Littlewood with the shot, and she does score 5-0. Reads the scoreboard, 17.2 seconds left in half number 1. Great Britain clearly dominating. The half has been almost all in that Denmark side, whether it be with Great Britain possession or with Denmark, not allowing Denmark to get anything going offensively, and Denmark already being pressed by Great Britain. Now with Michelle Nielsen, Great Britain again with that press. Like I was saying, 5 seconds left in the first half, just trying to keep this at a 5-0 score, 2 seconds, and that will do it. Half number 1 concludes. Great Britain 5, Denmark 0. We will be back with half number 2 action from the Welland International Flatwater Center in just a few minutes. back here at the International Flatwater Center here in Welland, Ontario, Canada for half number 2 of Great Britain and Denmark. Great Britain dominated half number 1. 90% of the possession was in that Danish zone. Denmark just really not getting anything going offensively, just trying to defend against Great Britain. And compared to that Australia game where Great Britain won 17-0, Denmark is doing pretty well. Only 5-0 here at the 10-minute mark. The first sprint is won by Great Britain. And they're going to go on that far side of the pitch now with Louise Saxon. Prudence Blythe. She's going to go to Amy Robson. Robson still with possession, and it's going to be a foul against Robson. Denmark has possession. Number 10, Michelle Nielsen, trying to find an open Danish kayak. She does, and she finds Sig Severinsen. Great Britain steals the ball off Severinsen, and Prudence Blythe will have possession for Great Britain. Great Britain stacking on that left side. Blythe goes to Amy Robson. Robson's going to go back to Blythe. Blythe has room in front of her, and she's going to lob that to Amy Robson. And she is going to shoot well wide off the deflection. It will be a Great Britain corner. Two other games are going on here at the International Flatwater Center in Welland, Ontario. Canada and Switzerland are playing on pitch number 3, as well as New Zealand and the United States playing on pitch number 2. Great Britain right in front of the net. Fantastic save. That time it was number 10, Michelle Nielsen, who got the final paddle. Nielsen with the ball now. Now with number 9, Katrine Jensen for Denmark. Throws it away, and Great Britain will get possession. Now with Prudence Blythe. Bethan Littlewood, lots of space in front of her. She's going to go to Amy Robson, take a shot off the frame of the goal. That right side hit the ball, and it just would not go in for Great Britain. Still 5-0, they lead Denmark. Just over 2 minutes being played here on pitch number 1 at the International Flatwater Center. Prudence Blythe with it on the near side of the pitch. Lots of room for Blythe. She's going to go to Bethan Littlewood. She's going to take a shot, and she is going to finish the first goal of the second half, the 6th goal of the game. All Great Britain so far, 6-0. The scoreboard reads 7 minutes, 32 seconds left in the game. Now Denmark with possession after the Great Britain goal. It's Wynn Weinreich. Now with Nielsen on that far side. Denmark trying to set something up, trying to get their first goal of the tournament. Denmark taking a shot, and it will be deflected off Blythe for a Danish corner, their first corner of the game. Taking the corner will be Sarah Anderson of Denmark. Trying to find Jensen. She cannot. Great Britain pressing it once again. They will get the ball off of the out-of-bounds play by Denmark. Green card is showed to number 9, Katrine Jensen. Wasting time, it looks like it was. Just trying to get in Great Britain's way. Great Britain resumes play, and now it is with number 6 on Great Britain, Virginia Coyles. Now with Prudence Blythe. Back to Louise Saxon, back to Blythe. Amy Robson with it at the top. Lots of movement by the Great Britain team. Louise Saxon. Amy Robson flips it to Coyles, back to Robson, and she's going to go all the way back to Prudence Blythe. Blythe. Now to Virginia Coils. They find Saxon in front. She decides not to shoot and goes back to Prudence Blythe. Blythe will take the shot off the top of the crossbar. Great shot that time by Prudence Blythe, way out near the center of the pitch, and finds the top left crossbar. Unlucky for Prudence Blythe. Corner ensuing for Great Britain. Louise Saxon. Great pass there. Great shot by Virginia Coils. Underhanded underneath the paddle of Denmark, and it will be a 7-0 lead for Great Britain over Denmark on pitch number 1 here at the International Flatwater Center in Welland, Ontario. Louise Nielsen with the ball for Denmark. She goes to her left to Michelle Nielsen. Michelle Nielsen still with the ball, and now she's going to go to Sarah Anderson. Back to Nielsen. Weinreich, back to Nielsen. Back to Anderson. She has room. Fakes the shot, trying to find a teammate in the middle. That was Jensen, and it's going to be Danish ball off of the deflection by Great Britain. Katrine Jensen ready to take the corner for Denmark. Great Britain right in front, playing a man-to-man defense, not allowing Denmark to get anything going. Michelle Nielsen. She finds Sarah Anderson in the middle, cannot handle the pass. Great Britain right there smothers the ball and gets possession. Now with Bethan Littlewood. Littlewood feeds Bethan Dean. Pass there by Robson, back to Bethan Littlewood. Littlewood finds Louise Saxon in the middle. Denmark closing in on her and trying to get the ball. Saxon underneath. It's going to be Great Britain ball after the foul by Denmark. Saxon goes all the way back to number 8, Josephine Beaver. Beaver now near center pitch. Lots of room, lots of time. 45 seconds left on the shot clock. 3.5 left to go in the game. Great Britain leads Denmark by a score of 7-0. Denmark steals that, intercepts the pass, although Great Britain is smothering them in their own end, and they just cannot get a ball out. Denmark not really in any rush to get to the Great Britain side. It's now going to be Bethan Littlewood, nowhere near her in front of the net, and she is going to hit the bottom of the goal. That was one you need to score. Bethan Littlewood just cannot find the top of the net, hits the bottom bar, and now Denmark back with possession. Denmark clearly upset. Number 3, that is. Cecile Weinreich with the push there by number 7 on Great Britain, Bethan Dean. She is awarded the foul. And now Denmark still with possession. Great Britain coming into that Danish zone, trying to press. And then once again, it will be thrown out by Denmark for a Great Britain corner. Nowhere to go if you are Denmark. That was number 6, Louise Nielsen. Prudence Blythe now going to take the corner for Great Britain. She's going to give it to herself. Great Britain all in that Danish zone. Number 7, Bethan Dean will have to track back and get the ball. Passed by Prudence Blythe. Dean still with the ball. Dean's going to go into the middle. She's going to find Littlewood. Littlewood's going to go back to Blythe. Just over 2 minutes remain in this game between Denmark and Great Britain. Great Britain well on their way to a 2-0 start in a shutout streak that will go to 2 games. 7-0 is the score so far. They beat Australia 17-0, while Denmark lost to France by a score of 7-0 yesterday. They still have yet to score their first goal of the tournament. They are losing this game by a score of 7-0 to Great Britain, who are looking for that 8th goal. Littlewood with the chance, deflected off a Great Britain or Danish paddle, and it will go out for a Great Britain corner. It will be Bethany Littlewood taking the corner for Great Britain. Options in front of her. She chooses to go to herself. Great pass that time to number 8, Josephine Beaver. She takes the shot. Even better save by Denmark. Louise Nielsen getting the final paddle on that. Prudence Blythe, lots of time. Just over a minute remains in this game between Great Britain and Denmark. Prudence Blythe, lots of time, lots of space, just holding the ball, and she'll go to Bethany Littlewood. Littlewood's going to go to Prudence Blythe. Back to Littlewood on the near side of the pitch. 35 seconds remain in this game between Great Britain and Denmark. Great Britain clearly the dominant team in this game. All of the game has been played in this Danish zone. Denmark just cannot get anything going to get by that Great Britain defense. The Great Britain defense was not really needed in this game. All offense for Great Britain as they just cycle the ball around, just try and run out this shot clock. 14 seconds remain. 7-0 will end up being the final score. Bethany Littlewood trying to maybe extend that to 8-0, and it will be. Beaver hitting the top of the crossbar. Back to Bethany Littlewood. 2 seconds remain in this game, and that surely will do it. Bethany Littlewood just throws it out of bounds. 7-0, the final score between Great Britain and Denmark. Great Britain improves to 2-0 in their group stage, and Denmark, they fall to 0-2. We hope you had a great time watching this game. We have more action from the Canoe Polo International here at the International Flatwater Center in Welland, Ontario. Next, it will be the Italian women against the Chinese. We hope to see you very shortly.